Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, welcome to another episode of The Green Life with your boy TPG. We got me and we got ALG in the house. Annabelle, what are you doing? Watering the plants.
Welcome to The Green Life with your host TPG. Tune in maybe once a week. I promise it'll be a treat.
Welcome back to another episode of The Green Life with your boy TPG. That's me, the show where I show you what's going on in my garden and out in nature. And we got a lot of things to talk about, including the return of the fan favorite Savage Garden. We're talking being truly, madly, deeply stoked that we are bringing the Savage Garden back. Can't wait to show you guys it. Later, we're going to take a look at some nature footage. You know, I spent some time out on the water with my buddies, which was sick, a little canoe trip. And then we actually saved a turtle. We saved a turtle. And Annabelle has been doing her watering. Is that right, honey? And she is watering the grass, saving the grass. But before we do that, folks, let's just go ahead and jump into a little plant update. So, looking pretty good. This tomato is gonna need a frame, I think. Zinnias, peppers, everything's looking pretty healthy. We got some rain last night. This thing's looking a little beat up, and no signs of anything popping up from our basil that we planted. No signs. Okay, Annabelle wants to show us something. Nice. So this is a plant that my neighbor gave me. Shout out to my neighbor. I love when people garden together, you know. Having a community of gardeners is like one of the great thrills. So I've learned so much from, you know, shout out way back in the day to my homie Ethan. You can peep him and this, you know, you see him in a second. But now I got Barbara and Jim, and they gave me this plant, which is actually a zinnia. Not zinnia, excuse me. This is Trillium. So any of you beer bros out there, there's a popular New England beer chain called Trillium, but this is the plant. And it's gonna give us some white flowers when it wants.
Daddy, now you can watch it with one.
Okay. And we got some flowers coming in here too. And folks, let's go ahead and take a look. So I showed you that one. Garlic is looking pretty robust, I would say. Tomatoes growing good. Feel good about this, to be honest. Coming back over here. Oh, my turn to water, baby? What do I need to water?
Oatmeal.
Right there?
Yeah.
Is that good? So looking like some of these tomatoes do need a little bit of support though. So you can see. Over here, we have the first little glimpse of some seedlings coming in. Right there. Love to see that. The big boy garlics, which are absolutely ripping here. Gonna be time to maybe start pulling these things. Green Light viewers, if you have any tips about when I should pull, please let us know. And the other thing that you'll see here, which is everywhere in the garden, is these oaks. You see that thing right there? That is oak. And I bet if I pull this up, we'll see a little acorn.
Okay.
So let's see.
So, the next one you do.
And there it is. So there's our acorn from the oak tree.
Yes, sir.
It's like, Ambo, what are the squirrels even doing, right?
Look at this vegetable on field.
Get those oaks out of there. So we got love for the oaks.
Oh, yeah, that found field. No, I don't.
So that is definitely what's going on with our 4 beds. Got some things popping up here, which is good. You love to see that. Hopefully some of these will turn into plants. Yeah. We got some action on the blueberry plant. Catnip going crazy. Garlic going crazy. Oh,
Oh,
Annabelle,
what?
Let's check the mushrooms. I think that the mushrooms might be gone because we haven't had that much rain, but maybe we'll get lucky. So let's check it out. Oh, look! Look!
Two.
There's mushrooms?
Definitely. Oh, there's one right there. Look.
Oh, we are gonna eat these tonight, girl. Should we pick them?
I picked some.
Pick it. You got it.
No, maybe you can pick it. I can pick some.
Okay.
Maybe we pick this one.
Okay, pick it. Hold it up. Let me see. Good job. So this is that same North spawn that we had, that we planted, I guess, last year, and it's still growing, which is sick. You know, we're gonna cook these up with a little garlic. That's a nice mushroom haul, Annabelle. So that is what's going on with the plants. That is what's going on with the plants in our plant update. And now, okay. So now it's time to talk about something totally new. The Savage Garden, folks. The Savage Garden, which is actually looking very, very robust, if I say so myself. The Savage Garden is a tradition we do here on The Green Life, echoing back to our yonder years in Texas. And what it is basically where we just let it rip, bro. As the kids say these days, you just gotta send it, dude. So we had some extra dirt, some extra tomato seedlings, and we are living life in the fast lane, folks. We are throwing these tomatoes in here. There is no fence. I will be watering it, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, we have thrown in a trellis. You can see the trellis. We have thrown in about 10 different types of flowers, seeds. We have thrown in an old shoebox, which is degrading. We have thrown in cucumber seeds. We even have some survivor plants that I planted here on the edge of the Savage Garden. Oh, and you got ice cream. Can I have some?
No, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
That was mine.
But you can see little signs of things popping up. Little plants, little seedlings. Looks like some flowers right there. This is where we planted the cucumbers. But yeah, so I have a feeling that you guys are gonna love the Savage Garden, because I already love it. I've always loved it. You could say that, like, I can be a savage, I can be ruthless when I choose what plants go in the Savage. Yes, baby. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna grow? Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I could be a savage, I could be ruthless when it comes to these plants that I pick in there. But I honestly think it's like a blessing. You know what I mean? Because these things are in it. This is the wild. These are the wild boys. These are the wild girls. So I know there's some few wild boys and wild girls out there. Shout out to these plants aren't lost. These are wild. These are savage plants, and we truly, madly, deeply care about them. Recently, I've been getting back out in nature, enjoying the spring, the last days of spring, first days of summer, whatever you want to call it. And I got out on the river and the canoes and kayaks with my boys. You call us the boys of summer, dude. Shout out Don Hen. And yeah, it was dope. So go ahead, check this out.
This little is a snapping turtle we found in the middle of the road, and we were trying to save his life because he was stuck there and it looked like he was hurt and injured. So my dad tried to move him with a lacrosse stick, and then he tried to use his bare hands, but then he walked away. He walked to the other side, and we saved his life from getting rolled over by a car. It took about like 12 minutes, but I hope that you guys know that I care about nature and reptiles. And by the way, my name is Brittany Gessling.
Now it's time we close out any of these episodes with a little walk reflection. So you can see the trail here. So last time I talked about like getting out of your comfort zone when it comes to gardening. And this time what I want to talk about as I reflect on my little time in the woods here is how the woods doesn't really belong to you, right? It belongs to the earth. But you can do little things that can kind of make it your own. So I made a video about making this trail. But one of the things that I like to do here, I like to have these little rituals on my woods-based check-ins. So one of the things that I always do if I'm feeling stressed, I come outside, I climb up this hill, and I check if there's water in there. And it looks like there is a little water in there, you know? So the water check is a huge ritual. That's a little like secret thing, you know? So I guess my encouragement for you guys as you spend more time outside in any way is to have lots of little secret rituals, you know? I'm not gonna tell you all the secret rituals, but secret rituals are kind of essential, you know? Just like little things that you can do to make it be like, yeah, that's my little spot, you know? That's my little thing. So if you guys have any favorite secret rituals, maybe it's like a little bird you like to see or something, let me know down in the comments. And in the next time, I'm gonna show you guys my porch situation. But for now, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, tell your friends. We're doing these every single week, as long as I can. And I'm gonna leave you, as I always leave you, with some dope tunes and probably some pictures of some trees in the garden.